Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Left, and I am back here in Destiny to give you a rundown, an exotic review of the pulse rifle, the Red Death. Now, before we even go and look at it, first off, I need to turn that the fuck down. My Red Death is pre-patch. It was actually the first exotic I ever owned. And to me, the weapon upgrade system kind of sucks, so I never really... The only one that I actually ever went to get upgraded was my Thorn. It's the only one that I've ever actually paid money to have this thing upgraded. Now, enough about the Thorn. It's not what this video is about. This video is about the Red Death Pulse Rifle. I like it. I could be biased because it was my first exotic ever. I got it, I think the second time Xur sold it. It is a low rate of fire, high impact pulse rifle, which is opposite of the Juju and many of the pulse rifles in the game. Most of them have a very high fire rate, especially the raid ones. A very high fire rate and very low impact. And if we look here, we can see that the Red Death is different in that. Its rate of fire is still pretty high, but its impact is about half of that. Range is exactly at impact, and then we have the stability. Not a super unstable weapon, not a super stable weapon as well. Excuse me. Reloads pretty fast, and then we have a 27 round magazine. And if you do what I do and think every burst is a shot, you have about 9 shots. Now, I do understand that this is pre-patch. I have just talked about that. So, first, we'll look at our tree. We have Accurized Ballistics. It's going to lower your impact and stability a little bit, but boost your range. You can see there. Field Choke boosts your range just a little bit more from the Accurized, but lowers your stability. And then we have Aggressive Ballistics. I like them. Raises your stability just a little bit. You take a pretty big hit to your range, but you'll be okay because it actually heightens your impact. Then we've got Unflinching. It's easier to aim this weapon under fire. So anytime you take fire, you're not going to be losing your line of sight as much. Then in our tree, we have Snapshot. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast, so you can bring it in real quick. High caliber rounds, oversized rounds built to stagger targets and leave them reeling. I use this because I like my weapons to have stopping power. It's been a very long time since I've used this pulse rifle, though. You can tell I got to here and stopped. Alright, and then our last perk in the tree is going to be Single Point Sling. Switch weapons faster, move quicker while aiming. Now, I have said time and time again, I don't like this because as a gunslinger, as a blade dancer, I can run quick draw, and I can also run the Radiant Dance Machines, which allows me to move basically at normal walking speed while ADSing. So I use the high caliber rounds to just give my shots just that little bit more oomph behind them to stagger enemies, make the rounds hit harder, and ensure me with kills that are going to heal me, because that, once I clear this area out, is the exotic perk of the weapon. I know most of you probably know this, but we have Red Death. Each kill heals you and speeds up reloads. This is a great perk, especially for... especially for the raid, the current one. Or if you're just a little bit underleveled for Vault of Glass, this is definitely going to help you. I know when I was 29 and being carted through the raid for me to hit 30, this was the weapon that I decided to use. It definitely... Can I sprint? It definitely helped me out a lot, especially watching with the confluxes. I would just stay back, use this weapon, and the impact helped me with the higher leveled enemies, and the exotic perk helped me get my health back. And it just looks cool. It has the completely superfluous blade on the front that you can't use because, you know, why have a melee override for your melee override? I feel like there's an exhibit joke somewhere in there and I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to do it. Stop pressuring me. Stop doing it. Bleak Panther 07. I'm doing it. Anyway, this is definitely probably one of my favorite weapons, even though I don't use it that much. This is probably the first time I've used it in, God, since that Vault of Glass run. I keep expecting it to reload itself. I've gotten so used to the Juju, I kind of expected it to reload itself, especially since I don't have this one leveled up to 331. The highest I can get this thing is at 300 attack, and that's not... It's a 6.9% increase in damage, but, you know, that 6.9% is, well, it's a good time interrupted by a period, if you know what I mean. I apologize. I had to make one really bad joke before I ended this. Yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to pick up that kill bounty, and then just let the gameplay of that take you guys out. So, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, I am Left, and this has been an exotic review of the Pulse Rifle, the Red Death.
All Guardians, enemy activity increased in this area. Do not let them gain a foothold. Coded dispatch follows.
You just made Zavala's day. Great work.